Hi readers, welcome to day 4 of our Unit 2 Understanding Characters. Today, our I can is going to be, I can notice when characters act differently than me. Okay, so far we've talked about naming personality traits on our first day. Remember, we had our word list that we attached different traits to our characters. The second day we talked about creating theories. Based on what we know about our characters, we could kind of make some predictions about how they would act. Yesterday was all about empathy. We were actually feeling what our characters were feeling. Today we're going to do the opposite of empathy though. Today we're going to take note when we're reading of when a character does something completely different than what we ourselves would do. Okay? Here's an example. In the story, Because of Winn-Dixie, there's lots of things that Opal does that I could actually see myself doing. Maybe trying to save the dog. So there's some similarities between Opal and I, okay? How she's always trying to seek friendship. She wants to be around people. But there was a couple of times in the text when I said, whoa, that is not what I would have done, okay? One of those times was when she met Otis. And remember, there was something just different about Otis. And she finds out in the book, hopefully you're already at this spot, that Otis was once in jail. And she kind of thinks to herself, oh, maybe I shouldn't be around Otis. Now, I think back to when I was the age of Opal. I probably would have avoided Otis at that point. Just thinking, oh, he must be a bad person if he was in jail. I'm not saying that Otis is a bad person or that I should have avoided him. But when I'm thinking about myself at that age, and that was probably what my mindset would have been, I think I would have acted differently there. So at that point, when I read that, I remember thinking, wow, Opal is a very brave person. I didn't have that kind of bravery in me when I was that age. And I admired her for that. But it was definitely different than how I would act. The other time that she acted differently, and I wish I could say I wasn't like this, but is when she gave Gloria Dump so many chances. All the kids in the neighborhood kind of made fun of her and said that she was a witch, but she gave her the benefit of the doubt. I probably would have been the kid that went along with the other kids. So she definitely acted differently than how I would have at that age. I hope now as an adult I would always give someone that chance. But when I think about myself at that age, I probably would have been like the other kids in the neighborhood. So this kind of threw up a red flag to me where I thought, wow, Opal really is a brave person. She gives everybody a chance, okay? So it's definitely different than how I would have acted. In the book, Each Kindness, I hope that each one of you would say that you wouldn't have acted like the girl in the story with the way she treated Maya. However, some of us may have, and I get that. We all grow and learn. She was learning a lesson in this story too, okay? This one though, when I read that and I put myself in those shoes, I did think, whoa, this wouldn't have been me when I was in school. I was always really excited when we got someone new in our classroom at school. I always wanted to be the first one to be their friend. So that is where I noticed I acted much differently than the character in the story. Also, in Pecan Pie Baby, if there would have been a new baby coming at my house when I was growing up, I would have been really excited because I always liked playing with dolls. I liked pretending that I was a mom. So I would have been pretty excited about that. That's different than how the character acted in the story. So today, you're still empathizing. You're still thinking about their character traits. You're still making theories. But today, you're trying to find how your character is a little bit different than you. How they do things differently in the story than maybe what you would do. Okay, that's our goal today. So when your teacher comes around to talk to you today, we're still going to be on the same one that we did yesterday. Can you show empathy? And can you notice how they act different from how you would act? Okay? Let's pause for a moment to go over our reading non-negotiables. All right, remember, 1, stay seated. 2, read quietly. 3, keep our hands to ourselves. 4, stay focused on our reading goals, which today is looking for ways that their character is different than us. Not in the way they look, but in the way they act. You're going to be prepared to confer when your teacher or Mrs. Bott come to talk to you. And number 6, you're always going to be reading. That's the most important thing. If you are always reading and you are always focused on your reading goal, you are going to be in great shape. Have a great day, boys and girls.